Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Funnel Hacker TV. We're so excited to be able to have you guys. Today we have a very special episode, and there's something crazy happening. Russell's going live right now. We're going to tell you exactly where, just in case you want to, leave and go watch that. That's totally fine. But make sure to come back because we got a whole bunch of good stuff for you, including an amazing interview with Josh and some new things that are happening inside ClickFunnels community. Let's get started.
We are part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.
Hey everybody, welcome to Funnel Hacker TV. My name is Susan Leonardson. This is Ben Mood on this side today. And okay, we have to go fast because we have to tell you about something that Russell's doing right now. But real quick, where's our banner? Hold on, we gotta bring on our banner. I think I got it here. Okay, make sure that you are subscribed to our notifications via text. Text FHTV to 208-231-3797. We have some really cool episodes that we are trying to bring you guys this month. We've already done one on, what day is it? Tuesday. And today we have another guest joining us. Like, we're very excited about this. So you do not want to miss this. If your goal is to get to the 2 Comma Club this year or by 2025 FHL, you're going to want to watch these. So make sure you're subscribed to those notifications. We're also playing with the idea. Let us know in the comments if you are on our email list and you'd like to get email notifications. Let us know if you'd like us to do that or not. Let us know. Okay, so what we have on our schedule today, we have Funnel FOMO. Like we said, Russell's doing something. He's going live right now. We'll tell you all about it in a second. We have some water cooler news because also there's some other things that Russell's been up to. And then we'll go ahead and bring on our guest. And we have one thing at the end for you. So let's get started with what is Russell doing right now?
Yes. Okay. So do not miss out on this. This is FOMO happening right now. If you guys are inside of the Secrets of Success community, let's go ahead and share my screen, Christian, if we can. We have we have an event starting like literally right now. Russell is about to go live inside of the Secrets of Success Facebook group. So if you guys are inside of the affiliate group as affiliates or as members, you need to be there. This is a must be there because there are some really cool stuff that Russell has found that he's going to be sharing and some things that he's going to be unlocking for you inside of your membership already. It is sick. It is valuable. You need to make sure that you guys are in there. So if you guys are not there yet, just go over to the Secrets of Success Facebook group. You're going to want to be in here and be able to start going through and seeing everything. So this is the Secrets of Success official Facebook group, and you can see everything going live here in just a couple of seconds. So everybody come on in, watch this. This is going to be absolutely great. I'm going to keep tabs on this. So that way we can tell you guys when Russell's actually live so you can come back and catch up because the minute that that's live, I would highly recommend you guys jump in. We don't want to steal you away whatsoever from Russell. So we're going to go ahead and keep you updated on that. And he's got some good gifts and stuff. After that, he's going to actually start recording a whole bunch of other things for everybody in Secrets of Success as well. So training is incoming. There's a bunch of really cool things happening. Stay tuned there. We'll keep you updated for the moment he is live. And I'll just jump in the middle of whatever we're doing. Cool.
Just interrupt. Breaking news. We need a breaking news banner.
Breaking news. All right. Sweet.
Amazing. Okay, let's jump into our water cooler. There's a few other things that Russell has been up. Well, there's a lot that Russell's been up to, but another thing that he dropped on us yesterday. And I think let's just let Russell tell us. And let's go ahead and play that first video and let's let Russell say it in his own words.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So I got some great, exciting, fun news. We just officially relaunched my YouTube channel. I basically took like almost a year off, and anyway, it's back officially as of like 15 minutes ago. Video number 1 went live, and check it out. So this is what the new channel looks like. There it is. There'll be links somewhere on the screen. Click on that. Go over to the YouTube channel, and I need you to watch 2 videos for me. Number one, click here on subscribe. If you're not subscribed yet, click boom right there, and then you're gonna scroll right here. And this is the very first video right here. It says, I'm starting over. So go and watch that whole video. This is me telling the story about why I changed YouTube channel, what I'm doing, where it's going, what's going to be happening. I move my hands like this all the time, apparently. So make sure you watch this video. It's a really fun one. And I think you'll enjoy it. And then when that's done, then come right here and watch this one right here. So those are the first 2 videos on the channel. And if you want to go back in time, you can watch. This is one me talking about Dave. And but yeah, the last time we published one was 8 months ago. So it's officially back. YouTube, come check it out. Click on the links and come watch 2 videos. I would really appreciate it. And then make sure you subscribe. And
awesome. Okay, so that was just dropped yesterday. I've already watched the first 2 videos on the YouTube channel and I love it. That one.
Me
So the
too.
first one is kind of like, what is he doing? What has he changed about the YouTube channel? But also like, what's his plan for it? And the second video is really awesome too. I don't know if you caught the title while he was showing it off a little bit, but it was like, I think it was 6 steps to become a millionaire by 30. And he talks a lot about like what his recommendation of what he would do if you're in your 20s right now. How would he spend, like, what would he tell you to do in your 20s to like reach that goal? And honestly, if there's a lot of us not in our 20s, but like, what could we be doing now if we missed that boat? So really good content. I'm so excited for more videos coming from Russell. Like the podcast has been pretty consistent and I love the podcast, but the videos are just like another level and I love them so far. It's really good, really good. What are your thoughts on that real quick, Ben?
So let's go ahead and have some B-roll here really quick from the first video if we can, Christian. One of the things that I really loved from the second, so the first episode was great, being able to see how he's pivoting and where he's pivoting. But the second episode is even more valuable, in my opinion, because it kind of sees where it's going to go and the direction we're going to move towards on the YouTube channel. So definitely go check it out because I may have watched a couple of videos that are in preparation. And there's some really crazy stuff that's coming around the corner, like ideas that you've never really heard Russell talk about. And so we're going to be able to do that. There's going to be other ones that I'm actually catching up on right now and just reviewing them. There's some really cool things coming around the corner. The YouTube channel is getting a full revamp. So definitely pay attention if you have not, because there is some good stuff happening. Yeah, both great. And it makes all of these are like thought swirling videos. Amen, Donnie. Like every time you watch one of these, you have to stop and think about it. And this is different from everything that Russell's done before. Like they've not been thought provoking videos. They've been like, all right, here's a cool strategy. Boom, run with it. These are now episodes where you actually have to put in some mental stimulation. You got to think about it. So that is live. And I'd highly recommend it if you want to be able to pivot and adjust and kind of see where Russell's going and do the same. Which brings us to the episode that Susan listened to on marketing secrets from last week.
Yeah, let's go ahead and share my screen. Perfect. So this, yeah, I wanted to bring everyone's attention to this episode, the latest one. It was posted a few days ago. Well, yeah, we're last week. But it's the warning, the coming storm is almost here. And he's talking about some other stuff like the storm is like uncertainty, right? There's uncertainty happening. If you're running ads, like go listen to the episode for sure. Mm-hmm. But I'm someone who I sometimes read between the lines and I try to connect some dots. And if you go listen to this episode and go watch the videos on YouTube, you will also probably start to connect the dots of like, why else might he be focusing in on YouTube? So definitely go listen to this. He's not talking about YouTube at all, but you could probably read between those lines of the other reason.
He lays a couple of seeds for you to think about. And one of them is in the coming storm, how do you pivot in order to be ready for it? He's like, these are the things that you should be doing right now. And then a week later, he drops his YouTube channel. So pay attention to what he's doing. He kind of seeds the ideas in that episode from last week. There's another episode coming tomorrow. So yeah, lots of good stuff coming. Okay.
One other thing that we want you to know about and remind you about is we've got ClickFunnels Radio. So this post just went up on ClickFunnels and in the ClickFunnels group. They are just wanting to make sure everybody knows about ClickFunnels Radio. If you haven't listened to it, like you are missing out. So we want to make sure you know about this. If you have been listening to the episodes, like go give this post some love. It has like, go comment below if you listen, let us know your platform of choice. They're doing a little bit of research here too. They want to know where are you listening to ClickFunnels Radio, and then subscribe and review. And if you are new, go to clickfunnelsradio.com. And this is where you can subscribe and learn more about what is ClickFunnels Radio. We can make that bigger. So this is Laura Demetrius and Chris Cameron, run ClickFunnels Radio. They are also interviewing a lot of people. That is a lot of the show is interviewing people. And so you can get a lot of golden nuggets. Again, if your mission this year is to either reach 2 Comma Club or get even closer to 2 Comma Club and beyond, you need to be consuming this content, because just like we have people coming on to Funnel Hacker TV and we're interviewing them, Laura and Chris are constantly interviewing people that are just giving gold. So anything else you want to add to that?
No, nothing.
Good.
It's fabulous.
Amazing.
Do not miss it.
Right.
Oh, okay. I think with that said, I think it's time to bring on our guest. Is that appropriate?
Yes.
Okay. And you've spent more time with Josh than I have, so I'm going to let you actually introduce Josh a little bit, if that's all right.
Okay. So Josh and I met when I discovered that he has a teaching background, but also he approaches. So basically what he does is he helps amazing people launch amazing programs and courses, and has this really great way of helping them to put their content together inside of these programs. And so we had this commonality. And so Josh and I connected on that, but him and his wife have worked together in their business. And they have reached the $1 million in revenue mark. So they're also an inner circle. So we thought we would bring them on Josh on today, to share a little bit about his story, but also give you another secret, in, again, trying to get there yourself, trying to get to that 2 Comma Club. And yeah, let's go ahead and bring Josh on. So welcome Josh Brown to the show.
Welcome, Josh.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me. I'm
Yes.
super excited to be here and drop some golden nuggets for my fellow funnel hackers.
Yes. And it's funny. So like we went to the inner circle, and that's where I first met you, is the first inner circle where we were doing Funnel Hacker TV. I was sitting next to Susan. Susan's like, "You don't know who Josh is." I'm like, "Sorry, I'm a horrible person."
Shame on you.
And so we met, we connected, and like ever since then, you've been very active in like not only keeping relationships active, but like doing more and more and more, to now you're doing stuff like stuff that we're planning. It's really exciting. And so I just wanted to ask really quick, first off, like, how did you get involved inside of the community? Like, what was the entry point into Russell World?
Well, for us, it was honestly like you here at FHL. We lived it. Literally, I saw this guy dancing around on the internet, like going all crazy about marketing. And I'm like, okay, I got to know more about this, because I thought marketing was all run by a bunch of old, boring dudes. And I'm like, this is pretty cool. And I was like, also cool. They're not all wearing suits and ties. Pretty sweet. And I bought the original, at that point, 2 books, the .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, consumed them. And then, just like many people are going through this week, it's actually really advantageous I'm on here. I did the 1 Funnel Away challenge. This was all the way back in 2017, and literally just consumed it. And I tell everybody, for all of you doing 1 Funnel Away, do each thing in order. Don't overthink it. Just do the process. Just don't try to go rogue. Do the process. And then I took and started, making offers and things like that, like doing the process, and people started saying yes. And it was literally off of just listening to what people were saying. And I saw courses were exploding, and a lot of people didn't know how to actually make them, or they were just having a collection of videos. It wasn't really a course, and also the better you get at things, the harder it is to explain it to other people, because you're now so distant from it. So that's where I came in, because like my hallmark is I was a teacher for over a decade. I have a master's all the way to PhD hours in education. So I had that background and thought, like, how can I bring this to the entrepreneur world? And then I realized they aren't separated. It's still solving a problem. So I went through that, put in my notice that I wasn't going to come back to teaching, and bought a ticket to FHL. That was that January. Actually, it was funny. I didn't have enough to stay at the resort or even at a decent hotel. So I walked a mile each way to my first FHL. And if you were there at Nashville, it rained its booty off the entire time in the rain through a mile. And I had to go in through the back loading entrance of it, because I was staying behind the property. And I did it every day. And I actually closed my first high ticket client at FHL on the bridge leading to the event because I literally networked and people had seen, and he had seen my content. So it's like, it was literally like the epiphany for me, like the man upstairs going, I think you're onto something. And the funny part is I didn't even pitch the guy. We were just talking about what he did and he said, can I work with you? And I'm like, sure. I wasn't even expecting it. I'm literally like making an invoice to give to him like on my phone. And then my wife saw what I was doing and she got on the bandwagon as well. At FHL, I bought her a ticket to the next one and said, hey, I want you to come. She's like, I don't know what this is, but cool. And she came to the next one, was all in, as well as we say around here, we're all in. You got to be all in. And that next FHL, we joined 2CCX. We were in that for a year. And then we were invited to join Inner Circle. It was like literally a hockey stick in doing all of that.
I've seen
so that was a consolidated version.
Perfect. I've seen you. I've seen your wife. You always bring your son, which is an absolute pleasure to be able to see him. And like after Inner Circle, you guys are posting images, like you guys are sharing parts of your journey. Like you're always active. You are 100% all in. Appreciate it. Your $1 million story is a little different though as well. Like you earned your first million differently, correct? Is that?
Yeah, I have always had an entrepreneur, like I've been always an entrepreneur dabbler. I never really considered myself until you're like all in, like you're kind of still in that hobby phase. And I was in the corporate world before teaching, and I had actually sold a lot of products for other people. And I had actually sold like over $30 million worth of products before, and this was in the corporate world. And for all of you FTC people, I'm not talking about me, I'm talking about in the corporate world, since apparently that's a hot topic now. Read the bylines. I took and when I left that, I wanted to go to teaching as a way to give back to the world and my community. So I taught technology education, but I knew I needed to fill the gap between what I was making before and what I was making now. So I actually started a travel agency with my wife. So we love to travel and things like that. And we actually used funnels in getting leads and things like that as we were going through it. So that was our like first sort of step into it, was doing that. It was kind of a unique space. And we actually became one of the top travel agents part-time in the state of Virginia for a whole bunch of their vendors and things like that, doing that. And that was where we got kind of like the first little steps into it. And honestly, when, the events of 2020 happened, I realized I didn't want to keep doing that business anymore. For those of you who put the two and two together on that one, we won't go dive deep into that topic. That's for a whole other event. But we used it, but then my heart wasn't there. It was just a commodity. It was just a product. And so we went in and I started using my own experiences to create, what was originally then, my course agency and things. And we just started snowballing it from there. And that was really where my heart was at. And it solved a need for people that were willing to, have those problems solved.
That's awesome.
Okay. So I think that's a great leeway into our next question, which is, all right, if you were to give somebody some advice who's watching today, to get to their first million, what do you have for us? What's your secret or your golden nugget for us today?
The vast majority of people that are getting going, and we help people get things going, like as well. Like we have a program like right now that we help teachers actually find their entrepreneur spirit and things like that. So we have a lot of people ask us the question, like, where do they get started? And as my wife calls it, she's an amazing emotional intelligence and mindset coach, but as she calls it, head trash. Is most people let that head trash, the stuff that we've heard before, hold us back. It's like the stupid little things, like we overlook the simplicity of solving a very simple problem that people are willing to pay for those solutions, or something that's a real that you don't consider a nuisance to you. Other people are just like, just get it done. Like I will pay whatever so I don't have to worry about it. And that's the root of all businesses. You solve problems. Look at what you do and then solve the problem, and don't overthink it. Like that's where a lot of people think you have to have this crazy complicated business. And it's something that like those of us in Inner Circle, we talk about a lot is like, make it simple. Like simple always wins. And particularly, you know, for those of you who are doing one funnel away and stuff like that, one offer, one solution, one vehicle. Like, don't try to say, I'm going to have 5 different offers and different tiers like that. Get the one dialed in first and do one business and just block out the noise and focus on that. Because the problem is you're literally watering down constantly your ability to grow that business and really find the leaking holes in it, because you're constantly putting fires out in so many places. That's literally what held me back initially. Was I was trying to have multiple offers and I was just saying yes to everything and not being tactical of going, you know, as like Ben Hardy says in his book, you know, it is, you know, does it make the boat move faster? For those of you who don't know, by the way, Ben Hardy has an amazing book, 10x is easier than 2x, and another one, The Gap and the Gain. This is from The Gap and the Gain. Is does it make the boat move faster? So as you're picking stuff to do it, as you're choosing things, a lot of people overconsume and they don't realize that isn't making the boat go faster to their end goal. So it's just focus.
Yeah.
It's genius. And it's funny because you can pivot. Like, it's okay. Like, you pivoted after you hit your first minute. It's like, great. Now we're going to go after this one issue now. And now it's, and that's turned into something because resources provide that flexibility and that opportunity to be able to pivot and be able to move. It's not like you're bought in for forever on this one thing.
Yeah. It's not like what somebody, when you sign up for your, you know, sign up for a CF account or things like that, they go, what is the one thing you shall do until the day you die? Like, it's not, they aren't saying that. Like, you can pivot and move. I mean, look what Russell's doing. He pivoted a YouTube channel with how many gazillion subscribers on it? Like, he pivoted it. Why do people have multiple, when they start growing their businesses, LLCs and things like that? Because they have multiple businesses. But when you're getting started and time is a scarcity for you, just focus on that one thing. And I mean, you can grow a massive business on one thing. And then also it allows you to find the ways to move that business forward so that it's replicatable. That's where a lot of people, when they start having tons of moving pieces, they don't realize how they can do it again and then do things like add team members and be able to multiply yourself and things like that, is because they had so many moving pieces. They were just literally putting out fires and flying by instinct. When you get simple, when you get basically easy methods of moving people through it, then you can snowball the whole event and you be able to replicate it over and over again. And then, you know, it's like, it took me to get my first funnel launch like 3 months. Like, I literally kept like debating the copy and stuff like that. Now it was like yesterday, I tried 3 renditions of a funnel just to see what the split test were on the ads. Just like boom, 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 boom. Let's just fire the sucker and see what happens. Like, you know, and things like that. And, you know, when you first start running ads, you know, you're worried, you know, you put a couple of bucks into it and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't make money by noon. Turn them off. Like, now I'm just like, meh, let's just see what happens for the next 3 days. And I don't even look at it. You know, it's all of those things.
So if I had to summarize really quick, tell me if I'm right and tell me if you would adjust anything. Number 1, get involved in the community, be all in where you go. Number 2, recognize that you can pivot. And number 3, when you do choose your direction, choose one offer, one direction, throw the chips in and let it lay where it goes. And don't be a perfectionist about it. Just run.
Yep. In fact, I'm going to take and reiterate again the networking part. That is literally the biggest mover you can ever have in your business. In fact, Ben, I'm so glad you did that, because like when I met Susan and Ben and all of these things, back when I went to my first FHL in 2020, I would have never thought I'd be having a casual random conversation at an Inner Circle meeting with Russell and the rest of the team. In a couple of weeks, I'm going down to the Atlanta offices to help them with some pieces. You know, I flew down with Brian Delaney, who, if you don't know him, he was one of the top people for the Secret Success launch. And, you know, we do some work together. Like, those things, like those people you sort of see on stage, stuff like that. And I got there by networking and honest networking of like, tell people what you do, give some value. I'm not saying throw every ounce and give every minute of your day away, but just give nuggets of value so people can see you in your genius. And that is the needle mover, because also the more times you do it, the easier it gets every time. Because I was at like first FHL, nobody knew me there. I literally was just like walking up, hi, I'm Josh, I do courses, like that. And the last one, people will end up, because I gave enough value. It's an investment. Networking is an investment, and it's not super fun like at the beginning, because it takes time. But then by this time, people are coming up to me and go, oh, you're the course guy. Yeah. Like it becomes easier as you're moving things along. So it's a longer term investment, but pays 1,000-fold in really not that long.
Amazing. Ben, you are muted.
He pulled the 2020.
I did. So networking is going to be that thing that really does the magic and really does take that to the next level.
Yep. You never know what door will open.
Dang. Josh, thank you so much for coming in and dropping some golden nuggets. We really appreciate it. Everybody, if you're not following, definitely follow Josh. Follow his journey. There's some crazy things that are happening. He's becoming a part of on our side as well, and we're appreciating his input. You guys will too. And I'll just let those ideas settle, because we got some good stuff coming for you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, we got one more thing for you guys before we wrap up, and that is because Josh mentioned it, Ben mentioned it, but that is One Funnel Away Challenge. If you haven't joined One Funnel Away Challenge, you should, onefunnelaway.com. But we also have really, go ahead. This is what it looks like. It's free if you have a ClickFunnels account. If you don't have a ClickFunnels account, it's still free if you sign up for a trial of ClickFunnels. So there's really no excuse. It's amazing. We've been getting so much good feedback on this challenge. I think that we have a specific piece of feedback here.
Yep. We've been getting testimonials through on like Google for this, guy. So you guys are like dropping testimonials everywhere you can find them. This one came from Ann Kim, and she said that Coach Chris, Eli, and Dante are the best coaches. If you guys join the One Funnel Away program, you have the opportunity to be able to get coaches daily on top of the daily live linchpin or daily live facilitated events, all the different pieces. You have the ability to have a coach with you every single day. And so Anne has done that. And so she's talking about that. She says, the One Funnel Away Challenge has been the best challenge I've enrolled in, and they are all really committed to helping everyone succeed. Thank you for everything. And I cannot recommend ClickFunnels more highly. They truly end up saving you more money than they charge for their software. I can cancel so many other platforms now. And thank you for the testimonial, guys. If you are not part of the One Funnel Away Challenge, definitely come in, get started. There is some really cool stuff happening that have just been finished, and they're now being organized in order to take this to the next level as you continue on your journey. And so definitely go in, get into the One Funnel Away Challenge. Now, if you have done it and you're like, I'm losing some momentum, you can join the One Funnel Away Challenge again, re-up. Join again. Come and get that momentum one more time. Freedom is just one funnel away. Everything is available for you. If you guys have a ClickFunnels account, you guys can just register for the next set of cohorts, the next Monday that you want to get started, and jump in again and move and get that momentum. Our goal here is to make sure that you get the success that you want. That's the goal of being a funnel hacker. It's not just to be able to learn all the things and know all the things, it's to have done the things and to have changed the lives that are in the world and are waiting for your touch. So go and join the One Funnel Away program. It's available for you guys at onefunnelaway.com.
Amazing. All right. That's all that we have for you today. So thank you so much for watching us. Make sure, again, you're subscribed to those notifications. We did have a couple of you saying, yeah, you would like to maybe try out the email notifications. So if that's you, let us know if you want to get email notifications in addition or instead of text notifications. And we will be back next week. So the rest of this month, we have more Inner Circle and 2 Comma Club winners coming on to Funnel Hacker TV. We will be bringing them on. They're sharing their nuggets. Is this Russell live right now in the Secrets of Success group?
Yeah, it's level right now. So like if you guys are just about to jump off here, go jump over there because it's spectacular.
Amazing. And if you missed it, obviously it'll be living in that group. So if you're in the Secrets of Success official group, like me and I have totally missed everything, I'll be watching it on replay later. So,
Wonderful.
all right, that's it for us today. We'll see you guys next week. Take care.
My name is Russell Brunson, and I'm part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We don't rely on cash from venture capitalists to get started, and we don't even have goals to go public either. In fact, our motivation is the exact opposite. You see, we have products and services and things that we know change people's lives. But because we're fighting against the big brands, people with literally unlimited budgets, we have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. We don't have financial safety nets because every test we take is with our own money. We have to be profitable from day number one. So how do we do that? How is that even possible? If you ask the MBAs or look in your college textbooks, they will tell you that what we are doing is impossible, yet it's happening every single day. And it's happening through an art and a science that we call funnel hacking. It's not really something that I can explain to you, it's something I have to show you. These stories are a glimpse of entrepreneurs just like you who have a dream and a vision who want to change the world in their own little way. I use the funnel hacking process to help make their dreams become a reality. Yes, we are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.